What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Super Cup of Joe. Embattled is a sports drama film. 18-year-old Jet Boykin aspires to follow his father's footsteps, but along his journey he must figure out a way to break the abusive cycle his father has continued. Stephen Dorff plays Cash Boykins. His character is modeled after Conor McGregor, with just the cocky, foul mouth, like show off, all about business part. I don't know the man's personal life, if he's like an abuser or anything. I know about like the bus incident in the Dublin pub, but other than that, he's just like that for like the business. In the film, Cash is the top fighter in his weight class, but far from father of the year. The movie does a very good job making him a very unlikable character, almost cartoonish. Not saying every sports person is like this, but like it can get to a point where fame goes to the person's head. Substance abuse, alcohol abuse can play a factor in changing a person's character. I'm not gonna go into all that, but you guys know. His character, though, he was raised by an abusive father, so he believes that's what made him tough, so he applies that same pressure to his oldest son, Jet, played by Darren Mann. He kind of looks like a friend of mine, but I think he's a good actor with a good future ahead of him. His character is very likable. He's very supportive and protective of both his mother, the ex-wife of Cash, Twilight in The Haunting of Hill House, Elizabeth Reeser, and his younger brother Quinn, who is diagnosed both in the movie and in real life with Williams syndrome. The actor's name is Colin McKinnon, and he's actually the son of the screenwriter of the film. I think he did a fantastic job. Now, Elizabeth is the ex-wife of Cash. Her name is Susan. Then Karrueche Tran, who is freaking beautiful in this movie, plays Cash's now wife, and they also have a young son. Cash shows more love towards them instead of like Jet and everyone else. Suzanne works as a waitress, like she gets no support money from Cash. Cash doesn't even acknowledge that the youngest son, Quinn, the one with the disability, he only pays attention to Jet, but it's only to train him. This is more of a personal story than a fighting movie, though the script is kind of jumbled because there's so many topics, subplots, but not enough time with each, segment. The title Embattled, if you search it up, it translates to prepare for war or like being surrounded by danger and enemies. So in the movie, even though Cash is like promoted as the big star, this movie is like all about Jet being tested. He's got to take care and look after his little brother. He's struggling in his classes. He has a romantic thing going on with one of his friends, though I wouldn't call it really like a romantic thing. It was more like a flirting. They didn't kiss at all. It was just like young people like flirting. The real battle is he's training with his dad, even though he knows he's a piece of work. Cash belittles him. One day driving home, Cash teaches him how to like drink and drive, and then they get pulled over by the cop, but like because he's famous, he gets away with it. He even witnesses Cash assault, but like being aggressive with his new family. That's when Jet actually steps in, and that sets up like the third and final act of the movie. You can kind of say Jet inherited this curse, like aggression and anger, so he's trying to break the curse while also using the curse, to break it. Another thing I wish there was a little more. Quinn's teacher, played by Donald Faison, he's an army vet in a wheelchair. Jet actually tries to set his mom up with him, and kind of the same thing with the female friend. It doesn't really like go anywhere, or like we don't have enough time with them. There's one scene I actually like. I believe it was in a casino. It's Faison's character with Jet's mother on a date, and then Cash shows up, tries to make the date uncomfortable, and the whole time Faison, he's behind the table, so it looks like he's just sitting down, and then Cash makes a comment about like something with battle, and then like Donald like rolls out. It's like, what the F do you know about battle? And it was kind of like a mic drop moment because he made him go quiet. A little bit before in the film, Cash actually says that to his son, and so it was kind of like a taste of his own medicine, and I kind of like that. Saheed Tomoe, G.I. Joe, Three Kings, Wonder Woman, is also in the movie. His character is the only fighter in history to have beaten Cash. He shows up in the last half of the movie. Wish there was a little more of him. He trains Jet for a big fight. They don't really show too much of his progress of like training. Once we're in the third act, it kind of like speeds to the very end of the movie. They could have done that a little bit better. Now the actual fighting in the cage, there isn't that much really. I'm pretty sure there was like only 3 fights in the cage, and there's like 1 sparring scene. I can tell the actors trained for this. Like Stephen looks like he's in great shape. So does Darren. I just didn't like how they were shot. Obviously they were going for like a cinematic style, but it didn't really look good. Like every time they were about to punch, already on the ground, and then it'd be like, so it kept like jumping, like skipping. It didn't look good to me. The movie Warrior did a great job showcasing action. Same with Never Back Down. Here it's just kind of annoying. Tyrone Woodley, Cowboy Cerrone are also in this movie. I don't know if they were the ones they gave the actors like advice or not, but again, it just didn't look good to me. The last fight was still intense, but I think they could have worked on this a little bit more. In the end, I still really like this movie. It's a good story. I think everyone will like this. I'm giving Embattled a 7.5 out of 10. If you like UFC and movies, I think you can enjoy this. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed my review, please hit the like and subscribe button. Check out my channel for other content. Be kind to one another. Take care of yourselves inside the note, and I will see you guys next time.
The legend will never die.